What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to be looking at a super cool model, this Brutalis Dreadnought. This thing is a super cool model. I really wanted it for a while now. I finally got my hands on one, and yeah. Usually though, as always, we are not going to be building just the normal version of this guy. We are going to be leveling him up quite a bit. Let's get into it. Here's what's inside the box, just the transfer sheet, the sprue racks, and then the instructions, which I never read. Here is like the pelvis where the legs join the body, and there are these little like studs that keep the legs in place, so I just cut and trim those down off so I can put the legs in any position I want. After that, here I glued the legs into kind of like this walking position, and I thought that looked kind of cool. After that, here he is, looking kind of thin though, so we're going to be beefing him up with some armor panels. Here he is, all beefed up with all of his armor on, looking pretty sweet. But he's missing something, and that something is his body, so let's get working on that. Here is like his front armor panel, and there's this little Primaris emblem on it, and I'm just going to cut that off quick, because what I want to do with this guy, we don't really need this. After that, here I just flattened it out and made sure it was nice and smooth. Once that was done, I built the rest of the body, and I preferred the claw hands over like the normal grippy hands. I just thought these looked a little cooler and kind of better for the faction I wanted to go with. Using editing is a lot easier to put these fingers on than actually doing it, so that's exactly what I did. There he is with both hands on and looking pretty nice. Once that was done, here he is. Doesn't really have a lot of details on him though, and it's missing quite a bit, so let's get all of those armor panels and details on this guy. After putting all those on, looking pretty nice, like a real Dreadnought now. Yeah. After that was done, here I put a little bead on the legs, and this is just kind of make him a little taller because I thought he looked a little too stubby. After I glued it on, I mixed up some green stuff and then started to kind of smooth it out and make this a more realistic transition between the legs and the body. Here I found some old like pipes from a Chaos War Dog that I had, and I thought they looked kind of cool on this guy's back. After that was done, I covered that green stuff up a little more with some chain, and I thought that looked kind of cool. After that, I put on a few like wires down his chest, and just to give him a little more detail, and yeah. Then I took a few more wires and glued some into his back and like down into his arms, and yeah, just to make it look maybe a little more realistic and add some more flair. It's kind of this custom model. Yeah, I glued on a bunch more wires and looking pretty cool. I took a bunch more chains because I thought he could use some more, and just started gluing them all over, especially on his torso. Then I took a few skulls from the Citadel skull set and just glued a few on his chest to kind of make like a trophy rack or something. After that, here I'm taking my pin vise and I'm just going to drill a few shallow holes in his armor to kind of look like there's been bullets hit it or something like that. Some nice battle damage. After that, here he is, all pretty much done with the building, and now we can move on to the base. The base is just pretty simple. I'm going to be taking a little bit of this like sand terrain paste just kind of stipple this all over for a base, and then add a few more little details above that. If you guys know how to make better bases, please comment below, because I am not good at them. I glued on some rocks, little pebbles, and then these two little branches just to add a little bit of difference in terrain, but yeah. And after that was done, here the model is pretty much all finished, and yeah. Now we can get to the best part, painting. Let's prime this guy up. I primed this guy a solid white, because what I wanted to do for this guy was white scars, because I've never painted them before and I thought I'd try it out. White's not the easiest color to paint, so that's why I chose the base coat to do that. First, I'm just taking some silver, and I'm going to be going over all of the metal details and the claws, and yeah. There was a lot of little metal details on this guy and it took forever, especially all the little rivets. Next, I took some like this kind of goldy bronze, and I'm just going to use this for all of like the pipes and a few other details, just to add a little variation in color. I also use this bronze for all of the chains as well. Once that was done, here I took some blue, and this is just going to be for the wires as well as a few other little details. Once that was finished, I took some black and it also painted a few details. Once that was all finished, here I'm taking some red, and I'm going to be putting on a few little spikes just to give it that real white scars flair. And some nice color variation on the white. Once that was done, here he is, pretty much all finished with all like the main base coat layers. Looking pretty cool. But he looks kind of bland like this, so now we're going to apply some washes. Here, this is the Tamiya Paneliter Black, and I'm just going to be using this over all of the metal parts, and this just kind of gives it like a old, like oily, more realistic effect. After that was done, here I took a black dry brush and went over all of the armor panels, and this just kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, but kind of just put out those edges a little more and added some more detail. Next, I took some brown, and this is going to be the base coat for the base. Once that was finished, I dry brushed the whole base with the lighter brown, and this just really adds a nice kind of realistic effect. After that was done, I took a really dark kind of wash and just put it over all of the model. This just really gave it this nice kind of dirty, grimdark effect that I really liked. Next here, mates, we're going to be painting this flag. Oh, excuse me, I'm not British, but this model is. So let's make this guy American by giving him a red and white flag. Painted a few white stripes on here and just kind of give that American look for some reason. Once that was done, here for the final touches, I put on some flocking and grass tufts on the base, and yeah. I glued on a little bit of the flocking and stuff onto the model, just to give it a little more kind of dirty old look. Yeah, here he is pretty much finished. Oh, whoop, here. There we go. This guy was a super fun model to make. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment. I love hearing from you guys. Stay tuned for my next videos, and if you want to see more, please go check out my channel. Thank you all again so much for watching, and see you guys all next time.